Last week, when temperatures in the 70s took over for a few days, I found myself saying more than once that I could handle a year's worth of these. Well, about the same time, a friend pointed me to an article called The 70-Degree Road Trip that laid out a year-long drive across the U.S. that would always keep you in places where the average high was close to 70. An Alaska-based climatologist named Brian Brettschneider did all the work. His proposed route begins in South Texas, where the average high in Brownsville on New Year's Day is 70. Progress is slow to start. By February 1st, the trip has only gone 150 miles and only reaches San Antonio by March 1st. But as spring arrives, the sun angle really increases fast. By April 1st, an average high of 70 is near the Oklahoma border. And in April, it races east and north to Louisville by mid-month and just west of Washington by May 1st. The trip then turns north and west through Pittsburgh and Chicago in May to northern Wisconsin by June 1st. During the first half of June, average highs near or just above 70 hug the Canadian border all the way to the higher elevations of Montana, where the route turns south through Yellowstone National Park and eventually settles in the high country of Colorado, where you stay for the next 2 months, enjoying endless days with an average high near 70. In September, you head back north briefly, then swing south through the Dakotas to Valentine, Nebraska, where the average high on October 1st is, you guessed it, 70. In October, the trip winds through Missouri, Oklahoma, and the panhandle of Texas, then hurries across New Mexico and Arizona to near Las Vegas in early November, then across California to near LA by December 1st. The rest of the year is spent in Southern California, where average highs in most of December are actually in the upper 60s, but hey, I'll take that. All in all, this is a 9,000-mile drive chasing a 70-degree dream. Now, if 70 isn't warm enough for you, check out this animation that plots a red dot at places where the average high is 80 on each day of the year. Until mid-February, the only places are in Hawaii. But by late that month, a few red dots appear in Florida. Then in early March, you see a few in Southern California, South Texas, and Arizona. In April, average highs of 80 expand into the southeast and desert southwest. And by late May, the belt runs from Northern California to Kansas to Maryland. By the end of June, an average high of 80 has reached into every northern state and pretty much stays there into mid-August, except for higher elevations farther south. From then on, places with an average high of 80 start to quickly move back south, so that by late September, the map resembles early May. By late October, average highs near 80 are all confined to the extreme southern and southwestern states, and if you want an average high of 80 around Thanksgiving, you have to go to South Florida or Hawaii. By mid-December, Hawaii is your only refuge. From here on in, temperatures in the 60s in Pennsylvania would be unseasonably warm. We'll see if Fred has any in the extended forecast next.